What's up, YouTube? I'm about to give y'all another reaction video. Technologies that would change the world. I forgot what channel this was. I think it's Factsverse. So let's get into it.
Factsverse presents Technologies that Changed the World.
That changed the world?
Number 1. Organ transplants.
The
first organ transplant was in 1954, and it was performed by Dr. Joseph Murray. He removed a kidney from one twin and implanted it in another. The surgery was successful because the patients were twins and the chance of rejection was very low. Over the next several decades, medicine has made leaps and bounds in the science of organ transplants. After anti-rejection medications were invented, patients could have a variety of body parts transplanted from non-relatives.
That's gotta look nasty.
And artificial intelligence. The word robot was first used in a play in 1920.
It's gonna be pet robots.
The first robot was built. A few years later,
pet robots running around.
Institute of Technology founded its Artificial Intelligence Lab, hoping to create a robot that could mimic human hands and the human mind.
That's crazy.
Today, robots do exist, and they are manual laborers. They fly planes, they're part of advanced software, and someday
they fly planes.
Hope that they can think and act like humans. Number 3. Electronic funds transfer. The electronic
I don't
funds
trust
transfer,
that.
EFT, has completely changed the way that we pay bills, buy things, and get money. The first system was set up in 1972 by the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. By the end of the 70s, millions of dollars were being transferred between insurance companies, banks, and many other financial institutions. Today, the EFT is what lets us get money from the ATM, use PayPal to buy and sell items, and to pay bills online. EFT has
Imagine how it's going to be later on.
Quite a bit. Number 4. Nuclear power. In 1956, the Queen of England flipped the switch on the first ever nuclear power plant at Cedar Hall. After that, the world saw nuclear reactors as a cheap, pollutant-free way to produce energy. In 1979, the U.S. reactor in Pennsylvania on 3 Mile Island melted down. This made the U.S. wary about nuclear power.
Should be.
There are 100 power plants in the U.S., and they contribute to about 20% of the country's power.
It's crazy.
Number 5. Mobile phones.
Yeah.
This is the most popular of all technologies that changed the world. Mobile phones have completely changed the way that the world communicates today. A Motorola researcher teamed up with AT&T Bell Labs to test a new phone in 1973. By the 80s, we had cordless phones, car phones, and
now we got wireless phones.
Just about everyone owns a cell phone. This technology has made landline phones and payphones obsolete.
Got Bluetooth and everything.
A smartphone was introduced, which made it possible to hold a personal computer in your pocket, to video chat with others, and to make calls just about anywhere.
Yeah.
Number 6. Spaceflight. Decades ago, the idea of leaving Earth and walking on the moon was something out of a science fiction movie. When NASA was created, they made it their mission to learn as much about outer space as possible. On July 20, 1969, man finally walked on the moon. We've
Supposedly.
learned a great deal about our universe thanks to space travel. There have been numerous unmanned landings on the moon since then, so that we can get as much information as possible. As of yet, man hasn't landed on Mars or Jupiter. However, the more time we spend in space and that we keep our ships in space, the more we are learning about other planets.
It's crazy.
7. Personal computers. The first computers invented took up an entire room.
That is ugly.
Cool to keep the computer from overheating. In 1983, IBM created a desktop computer for office automation. Soon after, Apple came out with Macintosh. Since then, the computer has made leaps and bounds in its technology.
Windows.
Today, most households have at least one computer, and many people own laptops that they can take anywhere. Number 8. Digital media.
Crazy.
Before digital media technology was invented,
people post
if it looked
anything.
bad in a photo, you had to deal with it. Since
Photoshop,
digital media was
crop,
invented,
everything.
photos can be completely doctored so that you can make them look any way that you
Crazy.
want. With digital media came the ability to send photos digitally, and it completely changed the way that we make movies. When it comes to entertainment, digital media has changed our lives for the better. Number 9. The Internet. The Internet has changed our lives forever. You can learn just about anything you want on the Internet. It makes it possible to shop, pay bills, do research,
Everything.
and send electronic mail, email, to anyone in the world as long as they have internet and an email address. When students would have to do a paper in school before the late 90s, they had to visit their local library to do their research. Many families had a set of encyclopedias for research. Today, people just
I still got encyclopedias.
they can get all the information they need. Number 10. Fiber optics. Fiber optics make it possible for us to watch television, use the phone, and for other telecommunication purposes.
It's
It's a
crazy.
flexible, transparent fiber that can transmit light and send signals. Fiber optics has made it possible to do things today that we never could have done before it was invented.
These
Today,
USBs and
scientists are
stuff.
doing research to find other uses for fiber optics to make our lives easier. Number 11. 3D printed cast. The
What?
invention of the 3D printer has changed the face of medicine.
Oh
Today,
yeah.
doctors are working with a 3D printed cast that's designed to help a bone heal 40% faster.
Damn.
Ultrasound would be hooked up to the cast that is designed to stimulate bone growth. While the cast looks like the type of gloves that punk rockers wear, it's actually going to make broken bones much easier to deal with and less painful.
Guess that's a good thing.
Predict that in the future, plaster casts will no longer be used. Subscribe for more.
That's crazy. Alright, YouTube, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I will be back with some more reactions. Stay tuned. Notification Squad, shout out to you. If you're not notified already, click that notification. And it's Dope Reacts, and I'm out.